I got you, Dank. So we know you're eating cards off camera? Yeah, so? What if I was? All right. Jesus, man. What the fuck? Triple Dreepy, double Duskull for Alexander here. Over to Piper. Attached to Zorua and Iono. He's going to need a little bit of help off of this Iono. A Poffin or two. Oh, okay. A Zorua and an Artisan. I see. Looks like an Artisan or two there. We'll see. Looks like a 2-2. Oh, actually, is it a... No, it's a 2-1 Darmanitan. Okay, it is a 2-1 Darmanitan. Sure. All right, the Zoruas are in. Oh, wait, it's actually debating not getting Zorua. Interesting. What is going to be the... Oh, the Duck. Oh, that is actually a big deal because Alexander could... Because Zorua's weak to grass, so you could pop a Dusclops and KO it with Zorua. That actually would have been kind of scary. Goes for the early Duck. Make it harder to establish Zoroarks as the game progresses, but I like that play. I like the play for sure. I didn't see a Cyrano or Zoroark in Piper's hand, but there might have been one. There might have been something to lead to some Zoroarks on the next turn. There's a Hilda. Okay. Also a decent chance the Artisan sticks in play for a turn to maybe find the Reshiram. How many Dracloaks here for Alexander, Ultra Ball, and Hilda? I mean, that is... that's 2 Dracloaks. Looks like was giving it some thought there, though. But we do see it come out. Just going to grab another basic energy. I believe has a Fire and Psychic in hand as well. So plenty of energy over the next couple turns to develop the Dragapults. And then that first Dracloak. But you want more. You want to see 2. You want to see 3 Dracloaks. Actually, something interesting about this board state is the Psyduck's in play. And Alexander's actually board locked out of Hawlucha. Which means that Alexander can't like aggressively Hawlucha attack with Dragapult. Oh, we got triple Dracloak. Nice. We don't even need the Neo this turn. And then here comes the Ultra Ball here to get another Dracloak online. What was I saying? I was saying something. I don't remember what I was saying though. It was sick though. What I was spitting facts. Oh yeah, we're locked. Like Alexander can't like go after Zoruas aggressively on the bench with Phantom Dive, the spread damage of Phantom Dive, or even KO the Duck aggressively as well, which is actually interesting. I wonder if that was a mistake from Alexander to bench the second Duskull. The triple Dreepy seems fine, but I wonder if Alexander misplayed by putting down 2 Duskulls. Maybe should just grab 1 Duskull because it feels like the threat of Hawlucha is really important. Now Alexander does play a Turo, but Obviously not the, I mean, not the, you're just not gonna have it every time, you know. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. Ooh, jamming tower here, getting rid of the artisan is pretty big. Oh my gosh, Alexander's just swinging. Hold up. Actually, I don't even hate this. If we're gonna go for this, though, I feel like Alexander should have grabbed the Neo Upper Energy. I don't hate it, but I feel like Alexander should have grabbed Neo Upper Energy off of that Dracloak a turn ago. So, Piper was debating setting up the Psyduck there to try and be able to KO this Dracloak this turn. Opts to just push up the Zorua, though. It's in hand. Oh, I thought he cycled it. My bad. He did keep it? No, he didn't keep the Neo Upper. Liars. Dude. Are you guys even watching the game, bro? Like, come on. Alright, Zoroark found here for Piper. The rest of the hand is kind of dead, though. Going for the trade. Gets rid of the Petch. I swear, sometimes it feels like chat isn't even watching the game. Just whenever I say anything, you guys just say I'm wrong. You just want me to be wrong. I can feel it. I can feel your negativity from here. As Alexander here, do you even mind? I think you just punch a Zoroark, right? Like, punch a Zoroark, spread 6 onto the Psyduck so you can threaten Hawlucha plus Dusknoir's next turn. Or, no, actually, I kind of like that play. Punch the Zoroark, put 6 on the Psyduck, and then if Piper finds energy plus Reshiram knockout, you can go Hawlucha KO Psyduck, maybe pop some Dusknoirs, Dusclops, whatever, and then attack with the next Dragapult. Does have the boss though, so Alexander could go with boss instead. We'll see. I kind of just like punching the active here. Punch active, 6 on Duck. As long as Hawlucha's not prize. If Hawlucha's prize, I like that play less, but... Well, I actually still kind of like it. Still giving us some thought. Could evolve to a Dusclops here as well. It looks like he's opting not to, though. He's going to go for the boss play instead. Okay. Knockout. You can put... What do you do? 6 to Zorua? Sure. I'm trying to think if damage on Zoroark is ever actually better, though. So you could pop a Dusclops plus KO it. Shouldn't we have gone like 3 on each Zoroark there? 3 on Zoroark, 3 on Zorua? I feel like that makes a little bit more sense, no? 3 on Zoroark, 3 on Zoroark, 3 on Zorua. And then we can go Dusclops. Alright, the trades are coming in now. Double Zoroark found. We have no Reshiram, no energy. There's an energy, but I don't know if there's a Reshiram there. Does it have counter catcher plus... Actually, how much damage does Zorua do? Never mind, it's not good enough. Oh, we have Secret Box. Secret Box can get us everything, I guess. Discards the Buddy Poffin. Is Piper even going to get a Psyduck back and play this turn? Let's see. Mochi, Nest Ball, Watchtower. Oh, do we not have second Artisan? Oh boy. Iona for the next turn, sure. Nest Ball gets the Reshiram. And then we can counter catcher KO. But no Duck. Do we have to go after if we have no Duck here, we have to go after our Duskull, right? Why not evolve Dusclops if you KO the Duck? Because there's a high chance the Duck can get recovered. Like Piper plays like Double Stretcher, super odd, so. Not guaranteed, but reasonably likely. There's the attach. Oh, actually goes for the Dracloak, leaving over double Dusclops? Ooh, I don't know about that. Alexander can just go... Alexander can go double Dusclops. Or Dusclops Night Stretcher. We're not there yet. but then you KO the active and you put 6 on the bench Zoroark, and then you're just a gust away from winning the game. Doesn't even seem bad. It seems like, yeah, just get aggressive. Okay. Does have to find it. Does have to find the Dusclops, of course. Has 0 right now. Did not evolve that one on the last turn. Does have a Night Stretcher. Just opting for an energy here. And then going into the Lily here. Shuffle in, draw 6. Double Dusclops seems pretty good. What else would be a good play? You can't counter catcher here. You're ahead. Alexander play Rare Candy? No, no Rare Candy for Alexander. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, if you don't draw double Dusclops, what do? I see 1. Is there 2? There's an Ultra Ball. That's double Dusclops. You just go for it, right? You swing through. Seems too good to not do. Has to debate with the Ultra Ball here. Yeah, Monkey Dory and Dragapult. That seems good to me. I guess it depends how much you value the Ursaluna, right? Second Clops prized. Oh, is it actually? It is, and it looks like Alexander was not aware of that. As you see him, he definitely was going for it there. Oh my gosh, an Earthquake. They're still playing. Get the players out of here, bro. Are they not paying attention? They're locked in. They're too locked in. The white noise in the headset is too loud. They can't hear the Earthquake. All right. Ops for Fez. Could still draw Night Stretcher here. Could still draw Night Stretcher. But honestly, Punch active KO Zorua doesn't even seem bad, right? It seems decent. All right. Night Stretcher here will give Alexander the play, though. No hits. Okay, now for Alexander, the question becomes, do you actually even attack with Pult? Do you attack with Pult into the Zoroark? Or the other play would have been... Oh, wait, now we have no bench space for the thing. Don't mind me. Gonna evolve to the Dusclops here. Not gonna pop it, though. This gives Piper plenty of time to recover the duck. Piper's also gonna be able to outrage, KO this Dragapult. Get the duck back involved. I feel like we maybe should have popped this Dusclops and KO'd that Zorua off the bench. Or maybe I'm trolling. No, am I trolling for that? I mean, I don't often troll. I'm very serious. All right, Duck and Petra covered. Doesn't have the Artisan, though, because it was, it is second Artisan, I believe, is prized here. Or got discarded early game here for Piper, so. And also did discard the Buddy Poffin last turn as well. There was a play Piper could have made last turn where she Secret Boxed away Zorua and the Psyduck. I actually would want to go back to that turn and look at that turn from Piper. Piper could have Secret Boxed away Zorua Psyduck, or Zorua plus the other cards, instead of the Poffin, and then had Super Rod in hand and could have gone play Super Rod to recover Zorua plus Duck, and then Poffin them back into play. So the threat of the Dusclops play was never even available to Alexander. I wonder if that was a mistake from Piper on the last turn, to be honest. I'd want to go back and look at that play, because the Duck could have been in play this turn already, or last turn already. All right, we found the Duck. That's good. We got some trades to do. I don't know if we attached Returner or not already, but... Trade number 2. Oh, played the Poffin. I almost freaked out. I was like, oh no. Shuffling decks, though. Yo, appreciate the $10 super chat there. Parker Speedy. Steelix player got something to do with this. Just can't prove it. Wait, something to do with what? The Duck? Appreciate the $10 super chat. Duck and Monkey Dory to the bench. And then Outrage for the KO. Okay. Alexander still firmly in the lead here. Pretty good odds. Very good odds of setting up a... Actually, can Alexander win? 4 prizes? No. Cannot win. But if Alexander had popped the Dusclops last turn and just put on the active even, we could have won this turn. Alexander could actually do this turn into next turn KO double Zoroark. But then Monkey Dory could get online. Cool with Halucha counter catcher. Oh, true, yeah. Halucha counter catcher. That is quite a few cards, but the Halucha's already in the hand. The counter catcher's already in the hand. Actually, why didn't he pop Dusk? Because if you do give the even prize cards over to Piper, Piper just needs to go knockout and then knock out Fez, or just go knock out Fez next turn. It would have presented like a win condition for Alexander this turn, but honestly, looking at how things are playing out, it was probably better for Alexander to not take the knock or to not pop the Dusclops, because right now Alexander can just go KO Zoroark, set up the Zorua, and then Ursaluna just wins Alexander the game. So now the win condition for Alexander is just to win through Ursaluna. Or you could even KO the Psyduck this turn again as Alexander to have the threat of the Dusclops and Dusknoir, or KO the Zorua. Yeah, it's if you take a 3 prize this turn as Alexander, you can like win. There's so many ways to win the game, to be honest. And it looks like that is going to be the play from him. The draw power on board, though, I will mention, is lacking for Alexander, but I don't think Piper has a way to one-hit KO this Dragapult. So the Dragapult's just going to be in play next turn. That seems pretty hard to beat. In fact, Alexander could KO the Zorua and just leave the Duck on the bench. Burns the counter catchers. And then into the Lily. Yeah, you could go KO active KO Zorua, and then Piper needs to heal the Duck, get the Duck out of play, and then also attack with Zoroark to put the pressure on. Yeah, this one actually might just be cooked, to be honest. I don't even know how you win here as Piper. This one actually is just probably cooked. Why is KO in Reshiram never the play? I don't mean here, but in the matchup in general. Because the Zoroark deck has too much recovery, and it's too easy to recover and get it back into play to make it worth ever chasing the Reshiram. Pretty much ever. And it's not always wrong, but it's most of the time wrong. All right, we're all good. KO the Duck. Yeah. I mean, this Dragapult's not even dying. How do you... What is the play? Oh, wait, Piper has 3 prize cards. Oh, wait, Piper can win this turn. Hold up. Wait, does Piper have game? Wait, Piper... Yeah, Piper just literally needs Pecharunt. Oh, geez, I didn't even see this play, man. I was tripping. 3 KO Badoo. Oh, wait. Piper has Cyrano in hand. The game is literally over. Holy smokes. Insane. Holy smokes. Lock in Azul? Dude, I'm unlocked. I did not expect Piper to win this game. Holy shit. Once again, the free prizes. Yeah, Badoo just be feeding people dubs. I mean, honestly, the question is... There's two plays to question from Alexander. One was this turn. Shoot. Dude, it's so hard to manage the thing when it's so... I can do it like this, maybe. Maybe this will work. Not this... No, this turn was good. That turn was good. That turn was really good. This turn. Alexander could have attacked with Dragapult into this Zoroark, but instead, what did he do? Boss the Duck? I think just... Like, this is the turn where I kind of like the idea of just punching Zoroark. Goes for the Duck boss instead. So this was a... This turn from Alexander definitely is interesting. There's another turn later on. Oh, yeah, where he punched this Zoroark. Instead of punching this Zoroark, he could have just Badooed for turn. And not given Piper the Outrage knockout. All right. Piper takes game 1. Also, another mistake. I think definitely a mistake from Alexander was actually benching Double Duskull. Locking himself out of Halucha was definitely a mistake from Alexander. I assume he knows. Ooh, double Monkey Dory prize here for Piper. The Fez doesn't matter too much. The Zorua doesn't matter. But the double, no access to Monkey Dory is not great. All right. Did Piper go draw pass, or did Alexander choose first? I'm actually kind of curious now. Is this a go first matchup? I thought this was a go second matchup. Maybe I'm trolling though. I guess the Zoroark player doesn't have much to do besides play Cyrano. So maybe you do just choose first and hope to find Poffin. You only have like what, 3 Ionos or whatever, maybe 4. Have other odds of increasing your odds of finding Poffin. Maybe it's just a go first matchup. All right, well, Alexander once again opens double buddy Poffin here, so we'll probably see a similar start, triple Droopy, and only 1 Duskull. I don't think he has another out to another Duskull, but like I said, especially with watching how that last game played out, you just want to keep that bench space flexible and open for Hawlucha. Piper does not want to KO your Badoo aggressively or anything like that, so... While Alexander choose first, going second to 9 them plays seems good. I don't know. Well, the thing is, like, the Zoroark player doesn't have that many increased outs of basic Pokemon if they go second. That's like the main thing, I would assume. All right, do not bench that Duskull. Okay, so we see Alexander correcting his mistake from game 1, not benching it. Double Zorua here from Piper, attached for turn, and then the hand, I think, from there might just be dead. Oh, there's a Cyrano. Opting not to play it. There's a good chance that you get Iono this turn. And if you play the Cyrano, your odds of getting an Iono definitely increase. And actually makes the Iono from Alexander a good play. Whereas in this situation, the Iono from Alexander is probably a bad play if you can avoid it. But it would change it from a bad play to a good play. You definitely want to hold on to the Cyrano here from Piper. Just get the Zoroark established on the next turn. Start trading. Hope that leads to something. Draw for turn is a Turo. Oh no, is Alexander's? No, it isn't. Is it? It is! No, his hand is dead. Boss on Zorua. And Itchy Pollen for 20. Oh boy. And here comes the turn 2 Cyrano from Piper. Would love to have had a third Zorua in play, but I mean, it'll do. Get that Dogi to discard. And the trades are hitting. Alexander's living off the top deck here. No energy established either. Oh, I didn't see the prize cards. Let me go back real fast. Sorry, we're not missing anything. I did see the prize cards. I literally made comment about the prize cards. I was making sure you guys saw the prize cards. I was doing it for chat. You're welcome. All right, Psyduck found. Although for the current board state that Alexander has, the Dusknoir and Dusclops aren't that threatening. No energy. The big card that Piper wanted to find here is energy, but does have the Petron in the hand. So, but building up energy and play in general with the deck is pretty nice. All right, draw a pass from Alexander. Another Itchy Pollen. I guess Reshiram is also another thing that Piper has to find. It does have a Hilda here, and it's thinking about getting aggressive with it. I mean, you definitely want the energy from it. Like, what other supporter would you play, I think, is the question here for Piper. Like, if you draw Iono, you're not playing Iono. If you draw Turo, you're not playing Turo. So I do just like playing the Hilda immediately here from Piper. You get the energy for turn, and then you get this Darmanitan out of the deck as well as one of your trade fodder. Because you're trying to draw Artisan, Zorua, Reshiram, energy. I mean, you are taking energy out of your deck, so you're decreasing your overall to finding energy. But to attack, you need Reshiram, so... I'm curious how thoroughly Piper checked the prize cards early on. Does she know there is no Monkey Dory potential? Just be attached pass. Because Monkey Dory is really, really good here for Piper, but... What is the top deck for Alexander? I think it was actually a playable card. It is an Iono. Does throw out the Jamming Tower and then play the Iono. I guess that's probably... I'm like, do we ever want to try and conserve the Jamming Tower? Probably not. Okay, Dracloaks. 2 Ultra Ball. It's costly, but technically, it is Dracloaks. Also, it's Hilda in the hand to find Neo Upper, plus maybe Dragapult or another Dracloak on the next turn. All right. Why did she set up Darumaka here? Because Darmanitan's just like not... I don't think is great in this matchup. You want bench space... Because like discarding your own energy to like put the... Like, I just don't think you pressure consistently enough in the early game to make it worth it. Also, you don't have a great way to find Darmanitan either. You only have Hilda. Like, which is usually used to like find Zoroark, so... Yeah, it's probably just not worth it, to be honest. I don't know. All right, there's a second Ultra Ball in the hand here for Alexander. You could Ultra Ball away the ball. Honestly, I kind of like getting rid of the boss and the Hilda for another Dracloak, but... Into the trades. I think it's Zorua. Ooh, Artisan and Zorua. We find a way to attack this turn. There's an Artisan. Goes for the Reshiram. And I believe had a Zorua in hand there. Now, I don't think there's a way for Piper to actually attack this turn. So, despite Alexander's miserably slow start, he's actually, like, not that far behind. Through with energy gets played. Turo on the Zoroark. Oh, okay. We got Turo to get into the active. Okay, so we're swinging here, it looks like. Yeah, just getting aggressive. Is that even that? I don't know. All right. Alexander seemed very... But, like... You know what I'm saying? Like, this opens up Alexander to go, like, counter catcher Hawlucha KO double Zoroark or something like that. This play just seems scary. I don't know. Into the Artisan to begin with. Yeah, like this play from Piper does not seem that good. Like, the potential of Alexander's turn is very high, I guess is what I would say. That's why I would like to say it. Maybe it's just like what you have to do here as Piper, just to put the pressure on. But yeah, the potential of Alexander's turn is super high. Like, counter catcher Hawlucha. Like, it's not even, I don't even think it's that unreasonable for him to draw into it either, though. Like, I don't know. Does she want to get the monkeys out of the prize cards? I mean, she does. But if you have no Zoroarks to work with, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, all right, goes into the Dracloak first. Psychic Energy and Latias, both are pretty bad, but the Latias is discard fodder for Ultra Ball, I guess. Thinking about giving up Hilda and Latias here. You could give up Latias and Boss, and then you could check with Dracloak to see if you get an energy, or to get Counter Catcher, and then Hilda becomes Dragapult energy. But then you don't even have the Hawlucha to do, like, the full play. So just going to commit to seeing more cards here. Get the Dracloak, play the Iono, and then if you can find Dragapult Energy Counter Catcher. Honestly, Dragapult Energy Counter Catcher is already a good start, but if you get Hawlucha to go with that, you're feeling really good. Yeah, you're feeling really good. You start playing the game at some point. That is true. And honestly, actually, the fact that she prized both Monkey Dory, it makes it like it makes it seem like it's worse to just kind of chill as well. Fez. You do want to avoid Fez if you can as Alexander, but Fez there wouldn't have been terrible, I guess. All right, how's the draw? I see Ultra Ball, I see Dragapult. I guess at the very least here from Alexander, you can always just punch the Zoroark for 70 as well. Like, how many of these Droopies can evolve? Can all of the Droopies evolve or just one? I actually think I would like to have seen... Okay, there's the energy. I think I would have liked to have seen Ultra Ball for Dragapult first there, to be honest. Or Dracloak, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, you definitely go for the energy here. You're probably not punching Zoroark here, but... If you can find that counter catcher... Still looking for it. Got one more shot at it. Oh, we're just getting aggressive here. Okay, I don't hate this either from Alexander. You're giving the outrage attack to Piper, but you can punch the active to pressure that energy. And you're going to KO the Zorua off the bench, I assume? But then you need Neo Upper next turn. If you don't find Neo Upper, you literally just can't attack back-to-back turns, right? Is that what we're going for here, really? Or is Alexander just going to... Wait, then why would we Ultra Ball for a Hawlucha? No, if we're Ultra Balling for a Hawlucha, we're attacking this turn. Like, we're going. We don't Ultra Ball for Hawlucha instead of Dracloak and then not use the Hawlucha, right? He wants the Duck. Chasing Psyduck here is way worse than just chasing the Zorua. What? We're actually going after the Duck? Maybe the matchup is so bad that you have to do this? I feel like chasing the Duck is terrible here. I'm not gonna lie. It's so easy for Piper to recover this Duck. Like, this Duck's coming back. I'm not gonna lie. I hate the duck chase here. Unless, now I don't have that much experience with this matchup. But if this matchup is like kind of terrible, as long as the duck sticks on board, then I could see it. But it doesn't seem like it's that bad, even with the duck. I'm not sure. This feels like a super big like desperation play from Alexander, though. It's like I need access to my Dusclops or I lose. But it doesn't feel like the matchup's that bad. Doesn't even have a Dusclops in play. That's also just a good point, Wizzle. Like, Dusknoir is not even like there's no potential for even Dusknoir next turn. All right, trade number 1. Boston, it looks like Ends not going to be good enough. I think there's a Fez in hand, but I think Piper's trying to avoid putting the Fez in play. No, it's a Petron. Ooh, is the hand just dead? Just going for the outrage attack. That's it. Okay. Looks like maybe Alexander's Gambit pays off here. Does need to find the Neo Upper Energy still. That's another big part about this play as well from Alexander. You still need Neo Upper Energy. Or I guess you could Dusknoir plus Dragapult's Headbutt KO the active, but that seems terrible. Iono here would probably hit pretty hard, though. Piper has no Zoroarks established. Did finally get a Monkey Door after prize cards. It's a little bit late for that to maybe have a huge effect, but... Alexander does have a lot of options in hand, actually. He's going to start... Ooh, oh! Do it. Goes for the Nest Ball immediately. I mean, we're just going for Fez here. I think we need so much this turn. We're just going for it, right? Another good play here from Alexander would literally just be Turo Halucha. Like, find Neo Upper plus Turo Halucha, KO active, KO Zorua. Neopult counter catcher Clops. Turn pretty much wins him the game. Neopult counter catcher Clops. You don't need counter catcher though, right? Can't you just like knock out the active plus knock out the thing on the bench? Can Draclo KO active? No, I'd be 10 short. Okay, no Neo found yet. Counter catcher Lily, Iono. I mean, Piper's last turn was pretty weak. But the way you're playing this as Alexander, it feels like you have to Iono now that you're going to cycle 3 dead cards to the bottom of the deck. Feels like you have to Iono to keep the order of the deck the way it is. Turo and Night Stretcher. Yeah, I feel like you have to go evolve Iono and then hope that the Neo's in the next couple cards. Nah, you have to just play the Iono, right? Well, if you're going to play it this way, we should have evolved to our Lokes and then played Lily, right? Wait, maybe not? Well, we can't... No, we shouldn't Ultra Ball now, though, right? Because now we're shuffling 3 dead cards from the bottom of the... There's 3 cards on the bottom of the deck that weren't Neo Upper Energy, and now we just put them back into the deck. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of rooting for him to get punished here and not find the Neo Upper Energy. Like, that feels so bad. That can't be the right play, right? We just lowered our odds of finding Neo Upper Energy this turn now. I guess it's only +2 because we are taking a card out of our deck. So it's only 2 dead cards because the Dusknoir is coming out of the deck. But we have to find it, right? I feel like the Dusknoir doesn't matter that much here. What matters is we have to find Neo Upper. If we find Neo Upper, who cares if we get a Dusknoir? Because we can't board wipe the Zoruas. The Dusknoir does allow us to KO the Zoroark and the Zorua with the energy, I guess, but... The big dog worth the space in the deck if Lokes are full of Dusk. Oh, we're getting aggressive here. We're popping it. Wait, 50 active. But am I missing a play here? Oh, we're going to KO. Well, we're not even going for the Neo anymore. Oh, okay, okay. I'm not missing anything. He's committing to no Neo. Okay, okay. Okay, I don't hate this, I guess. Like, exhaust everything, and then if you don't find Neo, just play for the safer play, I guess. Sure. I mean, it leaves Piper with a potentially pretty strong board, depending on the draw. If Piper just draws, like, Cyrano or just attacks with Zoroark into the active, Piper's in a pretty good spot. Piper does not need very much here. Just needs literally a Zoroark and a Dark Energy. Honestly, all Piper needs is 2 Zoroarks. You don't even need a Dark Energy here. Iono top deck. Has a Yveltal, benches it into the Iono. Does not use Artisan. We're looking for Zoroarks here. No Zoroarks. Okay, it looks like it's going to work out for Alexander. Just a pass. All Alexander needs here, honestly, even if you just KO the active, you're in a good spot. But if you draw an energy and there's the Neo upper energy, you probably... Oh, wait, no. Piper's not done yet. Hold up. Retreat. Draw Maka and pass. Okay, sure. Okay, Alexander can't win this turn. Wait, actually, hold up. Can he? He actually maybe can. Could we go Dusclops? Dusclops, Turo, Halucha. Yeah, Dusclops, Turo, Halucha would get there, right? KO doubles a rule also puts you in a pretty good spot for sure. But you could lose, because Piper could get like Fez into... No, there's no way. How would that even be a draw? I don't think Piper could set up a Petch KO on the Fez on the bench, because you would need Fez to draw cards into Dark Energy for Petch, ends PP up, E-Switch, Gust. There's no way. Reversal, Countercatcher, Darmanitan. Oh, shoot, you're right. That's the play. Yeah, that's the play. Can trap Fez for a bit. True, that's also a play here from Piper. Could try and clutch the Fez. Alexander's still giving us some thought. Goes for the counter catcher. Okay, does not have the full Turo play, but is going to remove the Zoroarks from play, which limits the draw potential from Piper here, of course. Darmanitan and Clutch are both outs, and there's the concede from Piper. Okay, Alexander takes game 2. I want to go back to... Oh, man, I got to just do this, man. I was just when Piper, like, decided to KO the... When was it? When did the Badoo die? Like, Alexander got Dracloak, attached energy. And then Piper decided to KO the Badoo this turn. Oh, it was also the Turo play that went with it, right? Was the Turo play happen this turn? And then left Piper with just... Yeah, see, I don't know. This play felt weird from Piper. Like, what if we Turo'd the Zorua and, like, left a Yveltal in the active or something else? I don't know. Reshiram. What if we like left the Reshiram in the active? I guess that's kind of weird though. Reshiram could get stuck. The Badoo KO just felt kind of bad. But see, like, it felt like Alexander played this game like he should have played the first game, where he just punched the active Zoroark more aggressively. Like, in this situation, Alexander punching this Zoroark aggressively was worse than when he could have done it in game 1. So that's why, like, that was the play that I mentioned in game 1. Let me see if I can find it. It was like here. Alexander could have just like punched. Yeah, this was it was like literally like this turn. Alexander could have just punched this this Zoroark coming up and just chose not to. But I felt like that was the like in game 1 here. Alexander should have just been punching this Zoroark on this turn. But he kind of basically did the same thing in game 2, but into a better board state for Piper. So he definitely, it feels like he definitely adapted his play from game 1 to game 2. Oh no, not the duck, and 2 energy as well. That can be a big deal. Getting energy established with the Zoroark deck can be tedious. Piper's going first, and did choose first. So it looks like the players both agree that going first is correct. And no Poffin. Oh no, no duck, no Poffin. And of course, we see the Poffin ready to go there for Alexander. He does not whiff. Buddy Poffin comes in. The Dreeps are on the way. Okay, I saw no Dreepies there, but he did not prize 4 Dreepy, right? Hang on. I'm just going to go back and look at his prize cards. Okay, no, he did not. I literally saw no Dreepies when he was searching. Okay, they're in there. They're in there. I was like, wait, hold on. Man, that feels terrible. Like, if it's correct to actually go first in this matchup, that feels terrible. Playing a Buddy Poffin deck and then choosing to go first against a Badoo deck is just like... It just feels bad. It just feels bad. Someone should stop Alexander from starting Badoo every game. I mean, he plays 4, so like he's got pretty good odds of opening it. And then I got the Latios as well, obviously, so that's like a mobility into there. Debating between a Duskull, it looks like there. Just goes for the double droop. He does have an S-ball, so Duskull is possible here. So do you do that weird hand shuffling that players always seem to do when they're sitting there? Sometimes, yeah. He plays Ditto too. Yeah, only 2 Ditto, but yeah, 4 Badoo, 2 Ditto. Trying to maximize odds. Trying to open Badoo basically effectively like every game. Azul, use your leverage at TPCI to get a mulligan rule implemented. Save Piper from these games. Oh, a mulligan rule? I don't know if I agree with the mulligan rule in the Pokemon TCG. I'd have to like test it myself to see how it goes. All right, well, Piper does have some draw support here in the Iono, but is under item lock, which severely limits the outs to Zorua here. Can we see triple Zorua Cyrano, though? We could. It is possible. Odds Alexander draws 7 on Iono. I'll give you 1 out of 100 or something. Wait, am I saying that right? Yeah, 1 out of 100. Oh, we got the Buddy Poffin. Now, if she just plays it and nobody remembers what Badoo does... Nope, just gonna be the pass. Or move the damage over, sure. And there it is. All right. Things are looking pretty good for Alexander. Do we have... Oh, hold on. Oh, we have Lily. I was like, no Lokes. And might have to Iono, actually, but no. Does not... Now gets aggressive with... I still don't like that. We don't need to get the second Duskull in play here. Well, I don't know. What is the odds? Like, Piper drew no basics last turn. Is she going to be able to find enough Zoruas and the Duck? Halucha's pretty good, man. I don't know. Halucha's pretty good. Like, can we leave a bench space open for the lad? One time? I mean, if Alexander draws no Dracloaks here, we might have a game on our hands. You can just pop Clops and then Halucha. Not if there's a Duck in play, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, if she puts Psyduck in play, then we can't do that. So then we're locking ourselves out of Halucha, potentially. Okay, no energy and only 1 Dracloak. Okay. Duck is prized. Oh, I forgot Alexander looked at Piper's prize cards. My bad. I should have remembered that that's how we played the Pokemon TCG. Why is Ursaluna not in Zoroark anymore? People use like Pecharunt to be like their Ursaluna, basically. It's like a 2-in-1 card. Ursaluna would still be good to play in the deck, but you only have so much space, basically. All right, Ichipalm for 10. And Iono once again for Piper. We need basics. We need Artisan. Can we get anything here? Oh my gosh. All right, Reshiram. Pass. I mean, there was no energy found for Alexander. Only 1 Dracloak. The draw power isn't super high. We'll see. Does have a Dusclops. That's good. And an Ultra Ball. That's also good. The hand here is pretty good for Alexander. Starting with the Dracloak. Ooh, finds the Hilda. Is that game? I think that might be game. Hilda for Neo Upper. Maybe gonna check with Ultra Ball before anything else. Ultra Ball comes in first, but that should be game. Has Counter Catcher in hand as well. Pop the Dusclops on Monkey Dory. Hilda for Dragapult Neo Upper. And there we go. Alexander takes the win 2-1 over Piper.